That was what Trump said.
No, that madman in America.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Trump is losing it big time. And I thank the American, but they will not allow him. They will not. Yeah, they will not. You remember, he has a suspended sentence. So,
okay.
You know, jail time is waiting for him. And I trust America. He will definitely go to jail after his term. After his tenure in office. Trump will go to jail. There's no two ways about it. Americans will not forgive him. More so with what he's doing now. They will not forgive him. He will go to jail. So leave that area. Don't use that as an example because it will never work.
No, I was just asking. Because,
it will not work. Let's talk of our own here.
Okay.
It will not work. What Nyesom said is wrong in law. Because he shouldn't be the one dictating who the other party should choose or not.
No, don't you think he's just an interested party?
He's not. Let me tell you what happened. They are jittery because they believe that with the credentials Obi and Jonathan have as individuals, they are going to dust Tunibu in an election.
Okay.
That is the fear of Nyesom.
So does it look like the APC is jittery?
They are jittery, clearly jittery. That's why Nyesom is saying what he's saying.
How would they be jittery? PDP is not intact. ADC is not intact. Labour Party is not intact. SDP is not intact.
The people they are
and it's difficult for them to come together.
No. They will eventually because the candidate or the personnel that this party is projecting, they are people with credibility, with integrity. You cannot compare them with Tunibu. All this thing that Nyesom is saying that Jonathan will be sworn in this and that, that will be, he don't see him. Look, can Nyesom come out today and tell me that in terms of credibility, integrity, morality, everything that is good, if they bring a Tunibu, Peter Obi and Jonathan, can Tunibu match the two of them?
Why not?
In what way? Mr. Okoro, let me tell you what is going to happen. Let me tell you. Okay. And I'm going to say this for Nigerians. There is no way a Tunibu will contest this election. You know why? During the last election, it was that he won that election. There was a lot of controversy concerning his certificate.
Okay.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
And what did the Supreme Court say about
listen, that? The Supreme Court said that Atiku brought those evidence late. And now, if the evidence are brought in early, will a Tunibu bring the same certificate? Because if you contest 20 times, you present your credentials 20 times. So, which credentials now will a Tunibu produce and present to INEC? Is it the same certificate that have been in controversy? And if he presents it, how can he defend it? You know it's not possible. You know. So, on what ground will he now contest that election? And if he say he's not going to present those certificates that he presented before, questions will now be raised. So you lied on oath, perjury. Yes, those certificates you presented that they say Atiku bring it now. Let us interrogate it. This time around, they will be early in finding out the truth about those certificates.
But sir, could that be the reason why the APC said, "Look, despite the endorsements the president has received, you know, from party men and all of that, from other regions, from regions and all of that, the ticket is still open for anybody."
Yes, of course. Yeah, they know. Yes, they know. I just told you what is going to happen. There's no way Tunibu can escape this time around. It's not possible. There's no way because America under Donald Trump will not allow that thing to happen under Biden. They will not allow it.
Under Donald Trump, have you been teleguided by the United States?
No, because he wouldn't. Remember that Bolaji Akinyemi advised Tunibu not to annoy Donald Trump. He advised him. And that's why the man has avoided the US. All these people that Tunibu is jollenketing all over, has he ever been to the US?
Chicago State University has not released these results. Chicago State University has not released these results.
So how could you have finished a university since 1979 and they've not released your result? Which one are you presenting to us?
His school cert. The basic qualification for that office is school certificate.
The one he said that he told us that.
And he can choose not to present the CSC certificate.
No, he cannot because he presented one before. No, but
nothing says if you want to present again that it must be the same. You can decide to leave others. So he cannot present only his school certificate.
No, he cannot even because there is no school certificate here. Are you not getting it? Government College Lagos was never in existence at the time Tunibu finished in that school. So how can you bring it back again? At the time Tunibu finished in that school, Government College Lagos was established in 1974. Tunibu finished in 1970. Mr. Okoro, which magic is that? Tell me. No, how will he defend it now, including Kiyama and Co? How will they defend it? I am waiting for them. Let them come. Shebi, the election will soon be here. Let Tunibu present those certificates again and let's see how far. If he did not present, then he lied. He lied. That's the truth. He lied. And anybody can go to court against that. So all these things they are talking about, Tunibu that, it's a lie. We made a mistake the other time. We will not make it again. We will not. I'm not joking. He will not. So instead of Kiyama to be crying over opposition, he should be talking to a principal. Maybe they should be looking for something to do and all that. Let them go and buy another certificate somewhere. We are going to interrogate him. We'll find out. We'll find out. Because this deceit is too much.
If the president decides to write school certificate examination next year and presents it, will it be admissible?
It will not.
Why?
That one he presented before. We must find out why he didn't want to present it now. That you lied.
So what it means is that if I go back to school now to do another master's degree, you mean I cannot present it?
You can present the one, but the one you presented before, where is it?
I can choose not to present that one.
No, it's not possible. You cannot do that.
Is that what the law says?
Yes, you cannot. You already lied. That's what we are saying here. You already lied. If your certificate are 20, bring all of them. Bring all of them.
But sir, what will be the role of the judiciary in all of this?
Their role is not. They made a mistake last time. They will not make
so what if they decide to repeat the mistake?
No, they cannot, because they said.
And if they do,
hold on,
what
listen,
if if they do?
Hold on, I'm coming. They said the documents were brought late. Mr. Okoro, they didn't say that these documents are fake or it's not possible. It's not, it cannot be validated or so. No, they didn't say so. They only said that Atiku brought it late. That was their word. They didn't discountenance it as okay. If it was a lie, what happened to Tunibu sued Atiku or CSU or America or FBI? He should have gone to court against them now for rubbishing his name. Is that not true? Why haven't people like Kiyamo, Albert Tunibu, sue these people to clear your name? One lie is lie. One lie is obvious. You don't need to force it. They lied. Tunibu lied. He knows. He lied. More so, El-Rufai and the fellow traveler are bringing out the real result of that election now, and nobody has challenged El-Rufai. He brought out the state by state result of that election, and up to today, nobody from Tunibu can have challenged it. That means the man have a lot to say. That's why they are avoiding him.
Okay, Barrister, I'm not a lawyer. But I also understand, about what we call the admissibility of evidence in court. Now, the Supreme Court is at discretion to accept evidence or not. Is it?
No.
Okay.
At discretion.
So they are binding by law to accept any evidence.
Of course. Yes, as long as they can verify it. Because you only win a case by evidence.
Okay.
Abi, you don't just go to court and allege. You must prove. He who alleges must prove. And I think Atiku did a lot to prove that these things are false certificates.
All right, Barrister, we are out of time. Let's move on, because I'm happy that you mentioned El-Rufai. Now, El-Rufai said that he knows where APC was buried.
Buried, yes.
And that he will sing Tunibu by 2027.
So that's why the man is avoiding
APC sleepless nights. Does El-Rufai, does he have the capacity to sing Tunibu and the APC?
Well, Mr. Okoro, it is always good. I've always told you that evil conspiracy doesn't last long. It's a matter of time before all of us will scatter. Because my Bible tells me that they will come against you one way, but they scatter in 7 ways. That's what the Bible says. So that thing they did that is causing problem now, their conscience is flogging them. So let El-Rufai say it louder. Let him say it louder. It's just that he's telling me that he knows where it is buried. But I'm saying that no, that's not the word to use. He should have told me that he knows what APC did to get into power, and he knows what Tunibu did to get into power, that he's going to reveal it. But to tell me that you are going to bring out something that is buried, I don't understand. If you say you know where APC is buried, it means that no, that's not what you say, because APC is not buried. If APC is buried, Tunibu will not be in office, because he came into power through APC. If they are buried, they would have died now. There won't be any APC. So let El-Rufai tell me another thing. Maybe he didn't choose his words very well. He should have told me that he know what they did to get into power in 2023. That he's going to reveal it, and when he reveal it, it will sink Tunibu. Finish. But if actually APC is buried, please El-Rufai, leave it where it is buried, though. If actually it is buried, leave it, because something that is buried is gone. You don't go and tell me that something is buried. You want to go bring it up for what? If APC is buried and they are behaving like this, that means when you bring it out now, the Nigeria will catch fire. Leave it where it is buried, the aerofine. Leave it. Tell me another thing that you are going to do that will sink Tunibu. I will listen to you.
Now, aerofine says he knows where APC was buried. Amechi says he knows the president's weaknesses.
So let them reveal it.
Now, the APC and Tunibu, are they vulnerable to these former insiders?
Why not? Why not? Why not? Mr. Okoro, don't you know? Let me tell you. Look, evil conspiracy, it has a way of backfiring. Go and check from the time of history. Evil conspiracy, at a point, all the conspirators will start singing like a lady, especially when they are caught. Don't you see people who do coup? When one person start naming them, and this one, now in house we hold the first meeting. This other person, he was there when we decided who would do this. This other was proposed that he was going to do this. This one said that he would go on. So they will reveal themselves. That's what happened. That's not, I'm not surprised. It will happen. That is what happened when you have done something in a very wicked and evil manner, thinking that you are gotten away. He brought out the step-by-step result of that election. Is that not true? Has anybody come to review?
More like what Babachila was saying.
So they know what they did. It's obvious. So the shame will be on INEC now, who told us that they did a credible election. The shame will be on them. Look at Mr. Okoro, don't bother yourself. You see God, you can't deceive God. Nobody can. God has a way of revealing evil, no matter how long it takes. Tunibu is not comfortable after that revelation. Because the so-called, do you hear him claiming popularity again? The answer is no. Tunibu cannot claim that he was popular during that election, even after. He cannot claim. You have been very sober. Very, very sober. Look at how he trying to please the North and all that. They started revealing that most of the project now is in the Northwest. Northwest, just to placate the North. Is that not true? The Northwest, where he is expecting most of his votes. He is doing everything now to placate them. But they are not budging. They are not budging. That's the truth. So everything, I believe in that too, because he was an insider. He knew what they did. He knew what they did. And nobody, Bayononoga have not even said anything. He has not replied him and said, let him come and prove. That means the man is ready to say more. There are things, including this other one that you and I cannot see, the one they do in the midnight. And all those things that they go and do inside the bush. I will not be surprised if Erufai say, yeah, they did it too. More revelation will come out. You see this election, things will come out, because I don't believe that somebody who prepared for an office for 30 years, according to him, will come into office and things will go this way. I don't believe. I don't believe, Mr. Okoro.
Okay, now, Barrister, before we leave, do you think that the opposition elements will be able to put their acts together?
They will. It's a matter of time. They will. They will. They must.
It's a matter of time. We have less than 2 years.
No, it doesn't matter. APC was formed in 2014, Abi?
Yes.
2013, 2014, and they won election. So leave that one. It's not an issue. Not to talk of parties that have structure already. And APC have no structures at that time.
No, they have, because they collapsed the structures of three political parties.
There was no party called APC as at that time.
No, but there was a merger.
Hold on.
CPC, ACN, and APP, and all of them had structure. So they had to collapse that structure.
You are not working with all those structures.
It was a part of ABGA.
You are not working with all those structures. There was nothing like APC before 2013 and 2014. There was nothing like that.
Some parties transmuted.
Their name was not APC.
But they retained those structures and collapsed those structures within the APC.
They didn't. That's what I'm telling you. They didn't. What happened?
I attended their national convention in Lagos, ACN, where they said, look, we are going to collapse all our structures into APC. I attended that of CPC in Kaduna. I attended that of AMPP in Abuja, and all of that.
Mr. Okoro, how do you merge strange bedfellows? The CPC, the ACN, ABGA, and which other one? Do they have the same?
And that was what we got at APC. Barrister, we're out of time. In 30 seconds, can we have your concluding
did the Buhari believe in all those people?
Okay.
If not that they came together, would the Buhari have won an election?
In 30 seconds, can we have your concluding thoughts?
My concluding thought is that Kiyamo and his fellow travelers should be very careful.
Okay.
They cannot be proud of a Tunibu with all his all the baggages he's carrying. They cannot be proud of him. Why is Tunibu fighting so hard that FBI should not release his record in US? Okay. if he's a very clean man.
Okay.
Why can't they even look at the log of food in their own eye before talking of spec in others?
All right, Barrister, thank you very much.
So telling me that they will not win, on what ground? Is it not integrity? Integrity and artists that will promote and serve you
all
when
right,
you are in office.
Thank you very much, Barrister.
P2B,
Barrister, we have to end this conversation.
because of what he did in
we are
Anambra.
out of time. Okay.
You know the problem I have now? It is APC lawyers who are in this government who did not see anything about the illegality going on in Rivers State. I expected Ekeyamo, before he start choosing who will be PDP bearer or not, he should have discussed what happened in Rivers, whether it is right in law. I expected him to tell me that. But you can see how they avoided it. Meanwhile, illegality of the highest order is going on in Rivers State. Mr. Okoro, Section 7 and Section 8 of our Constitution. Then when you go to Schedule 4, you will see clearly that this local government election ought to be conducted under a democratic elected government and State House of Assembly.
Okay.
Clearly stated. I didn't see any sole administrator there. I did not. And when you go to Schedule 4 down to 5, you will see equally the provisions precedent before you can do this local government election. All these laws have been violated. I mean, clearly are flagrantly violated. It is akin to what happened in Section 109 about the defected lawmakers, whose case has not been adjudicated up to today by the Supreme Court. Meanwhile, Wike is telling me that the State Assembly will come back and the governor will come back and they will now have a government.
Okay.
Can you just imagine?
Imagine what, sir?
That this thing that these people are doing. The last time I was told that Wike is a lawyer. I have never seen any legal integrity in him. He has never said anything that had to do with legality, anything that had to do with law. Wike have never. He has never proved to me.
All right, but Barrister, we have a lot of talking points to cover this evening. Let's start from you understand what emergency rule means, and the emergency rule in this instance clearly means that democracy was suspended in Rivers State, and a sole administrator who happens to have a military background, commander, navy commander, Ebas, was appointed as a sole administrator. So should we take it for granted that Rivers State is under military rule, which is what it looks like?
Now let me tell you for free. Okay. You see this local government election, it will end up in court.
No, Barrister. What is Rivers State under military?
It is now. It is
under military.
Yes.
Now let's go back in time. During the military interregnum between the Third Republic and the Fourth Republic, we had military. You know, Barrister, during that period, local military administrators were they not conducting local government elections? And did anybody raise airs about all of that?
No,
so why now, especially when you have admitted that the military is that Rivers State is under a military regime, should that be a problem?
There should. In a military regime, it is not selective. Okay. It is not isolated to a particular state. It is a good leader, and the military had to administer the government to avoid the anarchy. Okay. And the military administration covered the whole country. There was no emergency rule anywhere. That is the difference. In that of Rivers, the emergency rule was clearly avoidable. There was no need for emergency rule in Rivers State because all the conditions precedent in that section 350 or so that they have been bandying about all over the place, there was no condition for emergency rule in Rivers State. What you are seeing now is the end game of that emergency rule to take over Rivers State by what? Force. Since this Fourth Republic, opposition party have been doing everything to hijack Rivers State. Barrister, when you say that there were no conditions precedent, the president's declaration of state of emergency, we heard that the president had intelligence that there was going to be bedlam in Rivers State. Should he have waited for Rivers State to unravel before he declares a state of emergency? Mr. Okoro, which intelligence are you talking about? They said when there is breakdown of law and order, or it is anticipated. Hold on. When there is breakdown of law and order, and then in actual sense there is something like that. Okay. Are you getting what I'm saying? But you and I know very well that something 100 times worse is going on in the north. I mean, where are you supposed to declare state of emergency? I'm talking of a place where terrorists have taken over an entire state, entire community, killing people, wiping out an entire village. They were even begging Tunibu, please bring state of emergency here in Benue, Plateau, and some northern states. Did he listen to them? Did he answer them? Did he declare such emergency? As a matter of fact, people are still asking for that. Good. Now, in Rivers State, please, was there anything like that? Okay. Because remember, when the Supreme Court ruled on that issue in Rivers State, they gave conditions for Fubara to fulfill so that proper democracy can return. Because as at that time, 27 lawmakers defected. And under Section 109, those defections mean that their seats are vacant. We were expecting the Supreme Court to rule on him, but they did not. Even at that, the governor of Fubara went ahead to fulfill the conditions laid down by the Supreme Court in their ruling. The man went on the door to beg the lawmakers, so look, come, let us discuss your assembly that is under repair, your salary and every other thing, so that you can go back to. Tunibu did not wait for the governor to fulfill this condition. He hijacked the Supreme Court judgment. He arrested it. So on what basis will you want anybody to believe that ab initio Tunibu wanted to avoid anarchy in Rivers State?
Okay, now, Barrister, you said something in the course of your intervention. You said that, look, what is going on, the local government election is the end point of the game. What game do you mean?
Yes, they want to take Rivers State at all costs. There is no other reason. They want to hijack.
Do you think they have succeeded?
Yes.
I mean, APC won 20
yes,
of the three
they have.
Now, curiously, Obiakwa local government area that happens to be the local government area of the FCT minister was won by the PDP.
It is a gimmick. It is a gimmick.
It's a decoy.
Yes, it's a decoy. It's a gimmick to tell you that there was an election. That was Wike lost in local government.
No, he won. He won. PDP, his party.
As of today, the local government that is taking center stage in Rivers is APC. APC won 20 out of the 23. That's
exactly my point. Now, Wike is a member of the PDP.
No, hold on. Now,
Barrister, you hold on. Wike is a member of the PDP, working for an APC government. And at no point has Wike said, look, I'm a member of the APC. All of us, everyone understands the role he's playing in the PDP. Now, his party, PDP, won his local government area. What does that tell you?
Now, let me tell you.
And APC won 20 out of 23.
Yeah, that will tell you the game that is being played here.
Okay.
Wike cannot be clever more than himself. All the game he's playing, we understand it very well.
Looks like he's always ahead of the game.
No, he's
for
not.
Those of them that, for the people that are fighting him within the PDP.
No. He put a surrogate there. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that whenever he needed anything, that one will obey.
Who would that be?
All the 20 local government that was won, they are all Wike men in APC. Are you getting what I'm saying?
So does it look like Wike has recaptured Rivers?
And that has been the end game. That's what I'm. Yeah, that's the end game.
Do you see Wike moving to the APC in the coming months?
It is more than likely.
Okay.
Because Fubara, when he comes back, they are going to dictate to him. So if Fubara eventually they said I'm going back to PDP, because the condition that he will come back to APC if you want to continue in office. Now if eventually he goes back to, so the local government chairmen are going to work against him. Are you getting what I'm saying? Meanwhile, the 27 lawmakers are coming back.
Okay.
And they're going to breathing down the neck of Fubara. So whichever way you look at it, the man is on hostage.
He's on hostage. Now, Barrister, before we talk about Fubara coming back and what Wike said about September 15th, when the president through ABAS appointed Dr. Mike Ode, a non-Riverian as Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission chairman, Senate put his confirmation on hold, and that was the last time we heard of that.
Eventually, he had his way.
How has the NAS contributed? That's National Assembly.
We don't have a National Assembly.
Legality or illegality of the
we don't want a National Assembly.
Go back, we'll call you back. Nobody ever did you hear anything about it?
At all.
And we saw Dr. Mike Ode supervise that election on Saturday.
Exactly.
So what does that tell you about?
Contrary to the provisions of the Constitution in conducting such an election, you cannot conduct such an election under a military supervision, because that's what it means. Because the Constitution stated clearly that the governor and the state assembly must be present for such a to be conducted, because they are the one that will make an input supervising it. Are you getting what I'm saying? The state assembly will approve that RISEC. There was nothing like that. So what we are seeing now is illegality of the highest, in fact illegality pro max. Unfortunately, people like Kiamo and all other lawyers in APC, they are looking the other side while our institutions are being destroyed. They will not see anything wrong in what went on in Liberty. They will never. Are you getting what I'm saying? Contrary to the provisions of the Constitution. I was expecting somebody to come and tell me otherwise. But
Barrister, we are going to talk a bit about the lawyers, the judiciary, lawyers and all of that, which is your constituency, because a lot of people believe that there are the problems we have in this country. But before we get into all of that, Wike has given green light that Fubara, his deputy Ngozi Ode, will be back on September 18th. Is it in Wike's place to tell Nigerians that? Should that slip lead Nigerians into believing that Wike was actually the mastermind of the emergency?
Is it not obvious? Do you need anybody to tell you? It was the one all along. It was the one. In fact, Wike is.
But at the point the state of emergency was declared, he said he didn't know anything about it.
It's a lie. Oh, look, Mr. Okoro, leave what anybody that has to do with APC. Their middle name is lies, propaganda. As long as you have had anything to do with APC, the first baptism you receive is what? Do you know how to do propaganda? You say yes. Do you know how to tell her? You say yes, I come in. You are not a member. That's what they do. So anybody in APC, don't take whatever they're telling you. It is not true. It can never be true. I cannot tell you that Wike is regarding Tunibu. It's obvious. Wike, for him to, it was the Tunibu who declared state of emergency. It should be in him. The onus lies in him to tell us that, look, this thing will be done or undone on so day. Not Wike. Even the role Wike played in that election tells you that Wike is in charge. Unfortunately, Rivers people avoided that election. There was no election in Rivers State. There was no election. Don't deceive yourself. There was no election. And I know with time that matter will end up in court.
Fubara and his men boycotted that election.
Yeah, of course.
What does that tell you?
Yeah, to tell you that it was an illegality. Yes, the Supreme Court called the other election that was conducted under Fubara as an illegality. Now, how do you now use illegality to supplant illegality?
Yeah, because they said it didn't comply with the provisions
then you
of the
comply with your own. Even if you want to correct what Fubara did, are you going to commit another illegality? No, answer me now. You said you want to what Fubara did was wrong in law. Then you're supposed to correct it, not to commit another illegality. Look, the window, the timeline given for that election was abridged, just to accommodate this suspension of state of emergency. Because if they were to do it, Fubara would have come in before that election would be conducted, but they abridged it so that they will do this election before the state of emergency will be suspended. Are you getting what I'm saying now? That was what they did. That was why Wike said that yes, now that the election has been conducted, yes, the state of emergency will end. Can you imagine? So all along, this was their end game, nothing else. There was no threat of any kind in Rivers State. At the time this thing was declared, there was no threat. Quote me, there was no threat. They just did it to achieve this aim, to hijack Rivers State at all costs. Remember, in 2019, APC was not supposed to take part in any election in Rivers State. Are you aware? They called to shut them down from state assembly to national assembly to governorship to presidency because they did not conduct any primaries. No thanks to Amechi. But what happened? Amechi declared war on Rivers State because he wanted to use. Yes, he wanted to use a smaller party. I don't know whether it is the Somoret party to hijack the election in Rivers State. But for one reason or the other, Wike did not allow him. You can imagine. So if you consider what happened that time, on what basis now will you now say that this illegality that was done on Saturday is valid in law?
Okay, no, Barrister, is it worrying? Shouldn't it be concerning that in all that Wike said on Saturday, the presidency has not responded? The presidency has not said anything about Fubara coming back. Doesn't it look like they are disagreeing with Wike? No,
they don't. I am telling you, because of Tunibu, I am sure they are deferring to Tunibu here. That's why whatever Wike does, nobody in APC talks about it.
Okay, so you think that the president is using Wike to achieve an aim?
Of course.
Also recall that after the peace deal, Wike said at that point that look, that in no time that Fubara will come back. He didn't come back. The peace deal was done almost 2 months ago, and nothing happened. Fubara was not recalled.
Because they wanted this election to be conducted. There was something they told Fubara which was not willing to do. That was why this election had to come up. Okay. Because this state of emergency cannot be endless now. So they are looking at the timeline. That's why this election had to be so that they can put Wike in check. Fubara in check. Yes, that was the only reason. Okay, now the lawmaker that defected up till now, that matter has not been adjudicated in the law court.
No, the Supreme Court did.
They have not. They have not.
The Supreme Court said they did not defect.
No, they didn't say so. He cannot say so.
Okay.
There was no argument in court over that their defection. Whether
but the Supreme Court ruled on it.
Then it was wrong in law because there was nothing like that.
Unfortunately, nobody can make an appeal again because the Supreme Court cannot reverse it.
Look, in the course of that judgment, that was when they said they should go back because the governor have no right to suspend the state assembly, stop their salary and all that. But they were not talking about their defection. That defection have not been.
If I understand that judgment very well, what I heard that time was that look, the Supreme Court said that look, you do not defect on social media. That there was no evidence to show that these people had defected.
Is it true now, Mr. Okoro? Please tell me.
Was that what the Supreme Court said?
Hold on.
No, we are not interrogating the Supreme Court now. We are interrogating what the Supreme Court said.
That thing they said, is it true?
Barrister, the Supreme Court has spoken.
No, was
that what they said?
That judgment is tainted with lies and fraud.
But there was a judgment by the Supreme Court.
That judgment
and that puts paid to the issue of the 27 law.
It's questionable.
But that puts paid to the issue of the 27 lawmaker.
No, it is not because in law it has not been discussed. It has not been educated upon.
As a lawyer, can you appeal on that judgment?
We may not appeal, but when it comes to public opinion and public judgment, the Supreme Court is wrong.
Okay.
Yes, it's wrong because Section 109.
You and I cannot appeal that judgment.
But hold on, Mr. Okoro. The Supreme Court is aware that before the camera, these people wrote a letter.
Okay.
Their defection. Abi, did you not see it?
I saw it.
Yeah. So what other social media are you talking about? How else do you defect? They
and
wrote a letter.
At the point, Okocha said, look, these PDP members, 27 of them, are now members of APC.
Exactly.
But the Supreme Court said all of those things were inadmissible.
Are you serious? So what should have been
evidence?
Now, what should have been admissible under the law?
What should have been admissible according to Supreme Court is that you needed to produce a register of APC members in Rivers State with names of the 27 lawmakers. And they didn't have all of that.
It's not true.
Okay.
That was not the provision of Section 109. That is
what
the
Supreme Court said.
No, look, the Supreme Court is not a constitution.
But sir, can you undo that?
I said, I'm telling you now where they are wrong. I'm telling you, under the law. That was why they put that provision there, so that you can follow it.
Okay.
So whatever Supreme Court is saying that
the Supreme Court didn't follow it. So can you undo that? Can you undo that?
That was that no matter what they said, as long as it did not follow the constitution, then there is bias in what they said.
Okay, now let's move on. Do you think that if you, as a lawyer, I would like for you to educate
because
us.
If it was so, there would have been Section 109. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now
so you said that you mean that there are some form of the
Barrister Darlington, Mama. You see, I have always said that 2027 election is not a child's play. See, you are going to see, or we are going to see a lot of things. 2027 during that campaign, a lot of things will be revealed to us. Tunibu is the only candidate, only politicians in Nigeria that his history is not traceable. Tunibu is the only person today. I think many Nigerians, even the politicians, APC member under him, they don't know where Tunibu comes from. They don't know where he's from. Some are confused if he's a Lagosian or if he's from Osun State. Or nobody knows where he's from. Number one. Number two, Tunibu is the only person as a president that his academic record is not traceable. Everything about this man is not traceable. Nothing is verifiable. Everything. You see, a house that built on a faulty foundation cannot stand. That is this problem now. That is his problem. That is causing problem to Nigeria because the house was built on a faulty foundation. The Supreme Court that's supposed to uphold the rule of law, done justice, they decided to validate Tinubu's government on a faulty foundation. Now they are all regretting. They are all crying. Do you understand? Now because the foundation was faulty and they built a house on top of that faulty foundations. Now the house has cracks everywhere. Here. Now it's about to collapse. Do you understand? So that's the only way we can describe Tunibu. His academic record are not traceable. Primary school. How can somebody present a certificate to INEC? INEC validate a certificate somebody presented to contest for the office of presidency. The certificate, the school that he claimed that he graduated from primary school or secondary school was not in existence when the certificate was issued to the person. And in Nigeria, it does not matter. It was okay. Dagon. A university, America, the same thing. It does not matter. Now, I like the point Mr. Darlington or Barrister Darlington is raising because the Supreme Court didn't tell us. They never told us that the certificate article brought was fake, was not. They said article brought them late. Now, they will have to present it on time. The certificate you presented during the election submitted to, and it's the same thing you are going to submit. So they have to assess, check, verify those documents this time around. So if we truly live in a country that things are working, judiciary, everything, Tunibu does not have any right to continue. That time I said it will be said. It doesn't. Now see the problem now. See the problem. Do you understand? So first of all, Giamo has not he doesn't see what is wrong with Tinubu's credentials, academic record and everything. He doesn't, but he's focused because they are jittery already about Jonathan coming to PDP or Peter Obi coming back to PDP because they know he's just a street win-win to them, whoever representing the party. Do you understand? That's why they're like this. And now, the battle is just about to start. Tunibu himself know. I said before, since the day, because the house is foundation for you can never be too smart now. Tunibu does not know that 2027, or maybe he's not even contest. All this one they are still saying now. That's why they say APC, this thing, the ticket is still open. So maybe somebody will contest primaries and they win. Tunibu is not contesting. He better just go home and rest to disgrace himself. It's better for him to go home and relax than somebody to defeat him or primary definitely. Nobody is even going to try that. But hey, anyways, Nigeria, El-Rufai. We're talking about El-Rufai. El-Rufai said there's no pathway for Tinubu to win. and many other northerners. They said it before. And the other one who just resigned from APC now to ADC, that one is been crying, lamenting that Tunibu used him and dumped him. And they realize, you see, you can't, when you say your integrity for what you stand to gain and deny your citizens the dividends of democracy or governance, you will always get what you get. You always get what you got. That is the problem. That's the problem. So we are watching 2027 election. It's just around the corner. It will start very soon. But all I know, Tunibu will not win the election in 2027 because he does not win before. And these people know that, hey, this is what we did for you. You did not win the election. El-Rufai brought us the result. No challenges. Baba Chelawa, the same thing. Tunibu did not win. Okay, they let you, but this time around, they are not going to allow you. Ah, yes, it caused chaos in this country. Just like what this thing, like I said the last time, when INEC were calling results that time, they said the thing was not going in PDP's favor. What Orobebe wanted to do caused problem. So if Jonathan has planned with his men already, with his security men already, say, hey, if not like that, this is what to do. Olubebe raised that action already. That, hey, we are not going to take it. Olubebe was ready. If Jonathan was ready at that time, APC wouldn't have won that election. They will stop that election at halfway. Middle of that election, will stop it. Military are already on ground, prepare. Is it not to come and chase everybody out? The whole INEC declare, oh yeah, where is the original result? Declare this original result. But because Jonathan was humble, he said, okay, well, whatever INEC did, and he never had any plan or making arrangement, special arrangement with INEC in his favor. No. Now, 2027 election, these people, they know, they are political actors. They know how it works. El-Rufai telling you this today. He knows his role. The role everybody know the role El-Rufai played Tinubu's campaign during that time. Do you understand? Even this one that they are saying now, the governor of Kaduna say disagree with him. They campaign based on El-Rufai doings in Kaduna. El-Rufai did very well. Now, all those, I've not been to Kaduna, but that was what they said. That was what they stand on to campaign at that time. But hey, today, the El-Rufai is what's this or this or that. So El-Rufai knows what he's saying. Because he knows Tunibu did not win. They knows the role they play for INEC to agree with Tunibu to declare election in the middle of the night. All those things. So this time around, they know it's not going to work for them. So when INEC is doing that, just like that day when Dino wanted to cause argument, if Atiku himself ready, other people ready, is it not to scatter the place then? Chris Cruz. The problem will start from there. That is what is going to happen 2027 election, because they know all those everything. These people are preparing their own, whatever they call. These people are preparing their own. That time INEC is the middleman. Okay, do well. Simple. If you do well, fine. If you refuse to do well, you want to favor who did not perform very well during election. Hey, yo. Anyways, what do you think? Please share this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. That'll be your guy. Run on for me now.